Good day, everybody. My birthday was earlier this month, and a week later, my parents gave me a belated gift. They took me to a famous sports collectibles store in Denver, and I got a few big items, and I'm going to go over a couple of them with you right now. Most of you, whether you're baseball fans or not, probably know who this is. This, of course, Babe Ruth, Sultan of SWAT, Great Bambino, whatever you want to call him, and you see a little bit about him right here, and that's just a little bit about him. Hit 714 home runs, like it says there, part of the original group of Hall of Famers. It's been over 90 years since his career ended, and so many people still know who he is. And even though up till recently baseball wasn't the most popular thing amongst youths, even a lot of them probably know Babe Ruth. And the thing I'll say about him, the guy who, in many ways, saved baseball in the 1920s, is after the 1919 Black Sox scandal and a number of their players, including Shoeless Joe Jackson, were banned for life for throwing the World Series in 19. Public didn't really know what to make of baseball, and I don't know that they were thrilled with it. And then Babe Ruth came along and was hitting more home runs than most teams were during his time. That was very common, especially in his early years, for Ruth to hit more home runs than teams. They don't call Yankees Stadium the old Yankees Stadium the house Ruth built for nothing. He brought in those kind of crowds, and I was fortunate enough to get this photo of him at this collectible store as a birthday gift. I also got this. This is Vin Scully's signature here. I'll show you a little bit, and I've talked about him a bunch. My all-time favorite sports announcer, and part of why I wanted to be a sports announcer and became one, and his ability to call games, his ability to tell stories. Pretty amazing, especially in the era way before the pitch clock. And he'd tell stories about Jackie Robinson, Nat King Cole, a guy knocking on his bedroom door, middle of the night, telling Vin he was there to wash his windows, and I think that was in Denver, in fact, if I'm remembering that right. And the other thing about this signature, besides the fact that Vin Scully, the Babe Ruth of announcing, probably the best way I can put it, two other things. He took the time to sign the baseball, and then, I turn it around here, the first year of Coors Field, 1995. A ballpark that's certainly one of the most pristine in the majors, and I hear about other stadiums after 30 years. Let's get a new stadium, but nothing like that in Denver, at least not for Coors Field. And first year of it, 95, and Vin Scully signed it. Signed this baseball from that year, pretty cool thing. And something else occurred to me too, and I know this is obviously a stretch, but it's like I've worked in the same press box, the same building Vin Scully has, and granted, all my work up there has been for high school games, but still, same building Vin Scully's worked in. And Harry Carey, John Miller, Harry Callis has been there. I mean, the list of Hall of Fame announcers goes on and on that have worked at Coors Field at some time. Vin Scully, the best of the best, at least in my mind, being one of them, and the fact that he signed a baseball from the first year at Coors Field and that I got it, pretty cool thing. I get some other treasures from that trip as well, and I'll go over those a little later on, in a few days or so, but in the meantime, Vin Scully baseball, first year at Coors Field, photo of Babe Ruth. A couple terrific things to get as belated birthday gifts, thanks to my parents for these gifts. Yeah, still spoiled into my 40s. Treat your parents well, good things will happen. Talk to you soon, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day and take care.